Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Well, we have started the leading edge of the rain moving through southern New England, lifting from south to north. It is here in Providence. You'll see the raindrops on the camera lens here as we're overlooking the bay. And the bay is actually going to become a pretty hot commodity as we go to tomorrow morning. We're looking at the potential of seeing coastal flooding that should go right up the bay. I'll talk more about that in a second. Wanted to show you your temperatures. We're a mix of upper 30s and lower 40s. It is a very cold rain out there, but temperatures are expected to continue to rise overnight, ensuring that we stay liquid and don't do frozen precipitation. Right now, we are bringing in air from the east. Our winds are between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Just tracked a gust out on Block Island at 30 miles per hour, but we haven't even hit the meat of the storm where the high winds and the real heavy rain are expected. So this is just the beginning. We're working in that initial push of precipitation. We're going to start to roll in those warmer temperatures, and we're going to see temperatures in the 50s as we go overnight tonight, likely topping out tomorrow morning at about 56 degrees. Into that warm pool of air, we're going to mix this very sharp, very intense cold front. It's the one responsible for dropping the wind chills double-digit below zero everywhere it goes. So as these two systems intermingle, it's going to develop into a very intense storm system, and that's when everything gets cooking. And the timeline for that has it happening tonight. All these lines of equal pressure will begin to line up. When that happens, it's indicative of high winds. So as we go overnight tonight, this is when everything begins to peak and when we will likely see the start of any spotty power outages that we're going to see. Rain will be torrential at times. Those downpours will be with us as we start early tomorrow morning. And then we're going to see everything ease off once we get to about mid-morning. And then we bring in the last push in the afternoon. And then, interesting, we could generate some ocean effect snows along south coastal areas. So while most of the region shuts down precipitation, you may not be done with it in South County or Block Island when everything passes by. So we do have the chance of picking up a good deal of rain just overnight tonight, 1.5 inches to 2. By the time we hit the end of the whole thing, Friday evening, we're looking at rainfall totals between 1.5 inches to 2.5 with locally higher amounts. Now our winds are, of course, going to be gusting as part of this. Overnight tonight, wind gusts will be coming up to 50, possibly 60 or 65 miles per hour in coastal regions. And those winds will remain up even as we go to Friday night and right into Saturday morning. And we're going to time that with an Arctic blast. And wait till I show you how cold it's going to feel. Some business, though. High wind warning has been issued. Goes into effect tonight at 1 a.m. through 7 a.m. Saturday. Winds are expected to meet this criteria of southerly winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusts possible to 65. Our number one concern with this whole storm is this, power outages. Because when we have winds like this and also likely tree damage because of winds like this, we have a good chance of seeing power outages across the region. Not only that, but the cold that follows is going to make the repair of these lines take a little bit longer too. We also have this coastal flood warning that has been issued. We are looking for it basically to peak during the high tide in the morning between 7 and 8 a.m. We have the potential of seeing widespread minor flooding and pockets of even moderate flooding. That's 1 to 2 feet of inundation and 3 feet of inundation for the moderate flooding. And we're looking at extensive beach erosion in there as well. So temperatures rising overnight, tomorrow morning in the 50s, and then that Arctic blast comes in real fast. By 8:30, we are below freezing. So anything that's left liquid will freeze. And as temperatures continue to drop to Saturday morning, we'll likely begin not only in the teens, but we're going to have feel-like temperatures that are going to be mighty impressive. Our estimated wind chills right now for Saturday morning are below zero in many areas of southern New England. So it's going to be followed by a bitter cold that's going to move in so fast. So again, icing is also a very big concern for us from the weather department. For tonight, heavy rain will of course be developing, increasing winds and increasing temperatures. Rain and wind through the day tomorrow, temperatures falling through the day. And there's your Arctic blast moving in for the weekend with below average temperatures hanging in there right through midweek. Tiffany?
Thanks, Kelly.